Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create columns in Fluid Engine so that it can look beautiful. You could have 2 columns, 3 columns, whatever you like. And this comes from a question that I got on YouTube. So if you ever have questions, leave them down below. And I do create content based on your questions. So let's take a look here. You're looking at a section here. This is in Fluid Engine and it has 3 columns with 3 icons and text below them. And then when we go to mobile, it looks nice too. Everything's organized well. I'm going to show you how to create this section now. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit add section. And from there, I'm just going to do a blank section. So first and foremost, we get in here. Don't know why it's starting with a dark background. Let's go to colors. Start with the lightest, we'll go there. All right, so we just gotta add a few blocks. There's not a copy and paste feature, so you just gotta add a few blocks and go in. First thing, I'll do that. I'll click text block and I'll drag this down. Perfect, I'll just leave it there. I'll organize it in a minute. I'll add another text block, do the same thing. Drag this center, and then another text block, just like that. Perfect, got that going. I'll figure out more of the details and organizing in a minute. I just want to get all the elements onto the screen. So this I just want to be small. So there's the first image. I'll drop that there. Now I'll add another image. As you can see, this is just the process. Cool. All right, and one more image. Perfect. Cool. The one thing I don't have right now is a title, and I'm going to need that later. So I'll add that in now and then drag that center. And then I'll just start to move everything down a bit just so I get a little bit more space. There we go. There we go. There we go. So as you can see there, I just basically created the gist of it. It might need to be reorganized a bit so it's all in tune. But just like that, I've created the columns, the sections, everything. And it's really easy to use. Now, the challenge here is knowing if everything is centered is the hard part because these columns don't really show you much more than this blue dotted line in the middle. So is this centered where it's supposed to be? I'm not 100% sure. If I go up here, kind of looks centered. Is that? It's like right below it. Yeah, maybe like right there. So that's good, cool. And then this text is here. So what I'm gonna do is because I have this content, I'm just gonna copy and paste from here and then just paste all of this in and go from there. Now, this is definitely more complicated than it needs to be with Fluid Engine, but once you create the section, you're in a really good spot. Now, a couple tips as you're thinking about this. Like you could see here that when I'm like holding this, you could see that there's one like whatever row that's off to the left and there's one row off to the right. So I know at least I'm like into the page the right amount. Then here, this one to me is centered. I could see there's 3 on one side of the blue and 3 on the other side of the blue. Perfect. So we're in a really good spot. I'll come up here. Type in our approach, make this H2, center it, and then I'll just make it bold in this case. It doesn't need to be, but that's okay. Kind of feel like there should probably be a little bit more space in between these. So I'm going to drag that down and then just have to drag all these down. Again, a little bit manual, but cool. So there we go. And there we go. Cool. Now we have all the sections built. All the icons built, all the text built, then I'll go in here and I'll click the little edit. I will click the plus sign. I'll do select from library. So I'll come in here. I see these images. I forget which is which, but I'll just select one and add it in. Boom, that's perfect. And I'll do the same thing for all 3. Perfect. So we just added in the images just like that. And now we have these 3 sections. You could come in here again and like make things bold or adjust things as you want. One thing I would consider too is depending on the size of the text, you might want to do a section like, for example, this section could be, let's see, one in, one in. It's a little bit too tight, so I'm just going to do Command Z and go back. But you could play with things like that now with Fluid Engine. Again, this gives you a lot of control on the size, because if I make this bigger, you'll see it'll actually get bigger, but I can control the size I actually want the icon to be, which is actually quite nice in the case that before you didn't have that control, you had to upload it a certain size. So this gives us a ton of control. Then I would go to the mobile view. This is going to be a hot mess. As you can see here, hot mess. Everything shows up in the way it was added, I believe. So our approach was the last thing I added, so it's at the bottom. So I just have to drag this up and try to get this to the top. Boom, just like that. And then I just need to go in here and organize all of this. Again, you have full control of the sizes, so it's really easy to come in here and change all the sizes accordingly, but you will have to pay attention to this with Fluid Engine and reorganizing it accordingly. I do have a shortcut for you in a moment though that I will show you if you don't want to do all this, because yes, this is a bit of work. Okay, so I'm just going to drag that to the bottom. I'm just going to I'm going to throw this here and throw this here. Actually, I'll put the first one here. Again, I'm not sure which one is the first one. Let me see. I'll make that a little smaller and then center it. Perfect. Okay, that goes there. This needs to be a little bit smaller. Perfect. Cool. That will go there. And then I'll drag this down. Beautiful. Okay. So you can see I'm kind of just moving quick. I'm not overemphasizing anything yet because I do want to approach everything from that top section where I want it to be. And then I want to customize where everything lands. So I'll do it like this. I think that's good. Cool. I'll put that there. Beautiful. Keep one space in between both and then keep a space in between here, but these are up close to each other. Perfect. And there we go. And we have the section. Now you could click here and drag this so it just ends. So you don't have all this extra space, but you're good to go. And then when you go to desktop, same thing, you're good to go. Nothing changed here. So you want to finalize desktop first and then go to mobile, but you're good to go. And you could do this literally for anything, 2 columns, 4 columns, whatever you need. Now, I'm going to show you a shortcut to make this really easy and simple. If you hit add section, I don't know if this will last forever, but it's here now. So you know, you could skip Fluid Engine and actually just go to add blank, which is the classic editor, click on that, and start from there. So if you start from here, you'll have the old editor and you would just do it as a process as I've done in other videos, which you can see down below. But you would just add spacers, create 3 columns across the page, add images below it, add text below it, you'll be good to go. It's a much simpler process if you're trying to have it decide like equal spacing for you. Friends, if you got value from today's video, hit that like button. When you hit the like button, it tells me that you got value from today's content. It tells the YouTube algorithm some fancy, important, critical information, but it tells me you got value from today's content. Next, if you want more resources for your site on Squarespace, anything from SEO to blogging, check out the links below. We have so many resources on our website and we're publishing new resources each and every month. So we have plugins, we have downloadables, we have free downloadables, we have blog posts, we have a ton of content, we have a ton of services, a ton of great things for you. Finally, if you want more content just like this, consider subscribing. We publish 3 new videos a week. My mind is blown that we're publishing 3 videos a week. It is a lot of content, but we're doing it for you. So 3 videos a week. If you want more, consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.